Hey YouTubers, it's Maibu. I'm giving you an update. As you can see, there's something very different behind me. What you see here is my 1989 Tiffin Allegro. As you can see, it's not Molo. Unfortunately, I had to give up on Molo. He was not really livable. Nothing really worked inside. There was no heat. There was no hot water. The shower didn't work. Water did work, but not very well. And also it was very cramped. Um, so yeah, my 89 Tiffin Allegro, I picked it up for $300. That's it. Just $300. And I'm looking to get it registered hopefully this month. Right now I'm just hanging out in Vermont. But I got me, my car, my rig. It's a lot bigger than what Molo used to be. More space, definitely. And everything works. And I just got the generator to work today because the generator didn't want to work. I still have to fix a couple things that don't work. But other than that, I'm just giving you guys an update because obviously new motorhome, new change in what I have and what I'm doing. I won't be staying up here very long. I'm just getting it registered up here. And then the plan is to go to South Carolina for the winter. Get out of New England because I don't want to deal with the cold. And propane is kind of expensive up here. So I'm going to do that. But let me fill you in on something. That last video that I made at that, what is it, park and ride? Not even 2 hours after posting that video, I ended up getting kicked out of there because someone made a claim that someone was there with a gun. And the state police came knocking on the RV, asking me all these questions, who was here, what's going on, how long you here, and it's like, I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I just said, screw it. I packed up, I left, and I went to a rest area and stayed there all this time until I got this rig. And I got this one in Rhode Island, and brought it back to Connecticut and put temp tags on it. It was kind of a pain in the ass getting this thing home because we leave the person's driveway. It ran fine when I test drove it at 1 in the morning, believe it or not. Didn't have an issue. So I just said, okay, good enough. Paid the man $300. I don't know why he wanted, to sell it so cheap. There's nothing wrong with it, really. But drove it down the road from his place a couple days later after paying for it. We get down the road, make the first turn, and the thing dies. Does not want to run anymore. And I figured, I bet 10 to 1 I just got scammed. So it's like, we managed to get it run by putting fuel into the carburetor. Turned out it was starving for fuel. So what we did was, we just kept feeding it fuel and got it to a elementary school parking lot and had to park it there for a whole night. Just leaving it there, had to leave a note on it and everything. And come back the next day and just dealing with the problems of the fuel pump and everything else, and it was a nightmare. I'm talking about the fuel pump on the engine itself. I was unaware that it had an electric fuel pump under the back side of it, and the entire time we replaced the fuel pump on the engine, it was still having the starving problem. It just was running out of fuel. And it's like, what the hell? It's like, I thought I fixed all the fuel problems. And I was just about to give up and just abandon the damn thing. And just give up on it because it was only $300. But I went under the rear side of it and I found an electric fuel pump. I'm like, this thing has an electric fuel pump as well. I didn't know that. So we ripped that out and realized that it wasn't working. We put power to it and everything, and it wasn't making no noise, no nothing. So we just directly connected the lines back together, and we fed fuel into it to get it primed, and we fired it up, and it stayed running. It wouldn't shut off or anything. So it's like, there's our problem right there. But it does need the electric fuel pump. I do need to put it back on at some point, because it does starve for fuel going up hills, but it stays running. I got to do that before I go down to South Carolina. The plan is to leave in December after I get it registered and pretty much go from there. But I named her Trixie. I figured maybe a good name because, you know, she played a little trick on me, you know, when I first got the thing, you know, just teasing me. I also got my bug as well. I got to transport both the vehicles down south so I can still work, because I still work out of my car. But when I get Trixie all cleaned up inside, it's kind of a mess right now because, you know, I moved into it and everything. I need to really get it organized. I'll give a tour of it, of the inside of it. But for now, this is all you're going to get. Just an exterior view of it. So, awning does open up. I had it open yesterday, but it was a pain in the ass closing it. The spring that's up there doesn't retract. For some reason, I got to replace that. I do need to replace the tires at some point. They're 20-year-old tires, same as what Molo had. Yeah, I've got unlimited storage just about. I got like all the storage back there. Propane's on the bottom there. My gas cans are stored in that one with the vents, so I can fill my generator, because I got 2 generators now that I fixed the one that's on board. I got all my storage there. I got my battery bank over here. There's a cat in the window. That's Cleo. There's Motley, my other cat. What's funny is they put lattice under here to replace whatever was here. I mean, you can't really tell that it's lattice, but it works. I do plan to replace all the lights like Molo had done, all LED and everything, the marker lights and all. I got those 2 horns up there. I don't know exactly how to get them to work. I've been trying. Here's the other side of it. I got it up on blocks just to level it out. It still needs to be leveled. It's not leveled right. Massive storage here. I'm happy about all this. Sorry if the camera's all over the place and not really paying attention. And I got the generator there. I just got this running today, so that's good. But I do need to give it a tune-up. Battery right there, house battery. I do plan to move it, like I said, to where all my other batteries are. And that's where the dump valves are and everything, and my hoses. But yeah, this is a really good motorhome. It's a lot better than the one I had, and everything works on it. So I'm glad I found it at 11 at night and told the kid that, yeah, I want to drive up to come see it tonight, because he said he had someone come to look at it at like 7 in the morning, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want to lose this thing. So when I got to his place and fired it up, it was like, yep, this is my new RV. And, well, that's Trixie. And Lucian. So I hope you guys, will continue to watch on my adventures with Trixie. Unfortunately, I had to give up on Molo. Someone does own him, and they are planning to restore him. He doesn't have a channel or anything, unfortunately. But I just hope Molo ends up in a better place and, ends up looking as good as I wanted him to do. But life happens, and now I've got something bigger, and I'm more happy with it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more on my adventures and everything with Trixie and Lucian. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.